guys. We are so sorry for those technical difficulties, but we go get right back to it, flowing back in it, just letting you guys know how great this vision is. So, as you just were saying, you're just excited to have your son, because not only are you a fan of SeLah's, but anytime a parent has a child involved in something, they want to make sure the child is involved in the right thing. You don't want to just be out here doing all kinds of crazy about, not only with my music, but me being used for the ministry that Ms. JaVon has for SeLah's Productions Incorporated. How does it feel to know that my extracurricular activities are with such God-fearing people and people who are all about growing in faith and growing for the Lord?
Well, to be honest with you, I couldn't be happier for this. Simply because you're moving forward with your faith. With what you're doing with Ms. JaVon has only made it better. It's brought it to a new level. Yeah. And I brought you up in the church, but then your music is your ministry. Your acting now is also your ministry. So with that combination, I couldn't be happier, honestly.
For real. So you talk about ministry, and you talk about, just being around people who help you grow. Now, you and I talk about this on a personal level all the time. And for those of you guys who don't know, me and my mom are both Catholic. We were born and raised Catholic. Our entire family is Catholic. And a lot of times people look at Catholics and be like, oh, they're traditional. And we say all the time that it's funny that my gift has made room for me, which is what the Bible says, your gift will make room for you. And it's put me in a position, and my mom in a position to experience many different cultures, but all of these people have the same faith in one God, which is beautiful. And it's opened up our faith a lot. How do you feel about, you're a part of the SeLah's family just as well as I am. Of course, I go to, a lot of the rehearsals and stuff, but Ms. JaVon calls you a SeLah's mom. So you're very familiar with the cast and all of the assistants. Miss Andrea, you and Miss Andrea have a really close relationship. Even some of the cast members like Troy and Sarah, you have a very close bond with them now. How important do you think it is for, I guess you would say, people to continue to help each other to grow? Because a lot of times we have our faith, and sometimes people are more elevated in their faith than others. How important do you think it is for people to pick each other up and help each other grow in faith?
That's one of the most important things, because it tells you that you should help someone.
Yeah.
You never, don't leave them behind. Continue to help. Take them with you, because taking them with you helps you, helps that person, it also lifts up God.
Yeah.
And what more do you want to do than to lift up God?
Absolutely. Just, it's funny that you say that. It goes back to Spread Love, which is one of my songs. Just, sometimes people are not always as far along in their faith as you are.
Right.
But you never want to judge that person. You never want to leave that person behind. You always want to do as Christ would do and pick that person up. Teach them what you know instead of criticizing.
Exactly.
So let's kind of get more into detail with SeLah's Productions. Let's talk about the last stage play, If It Had Not Been for the Lord. Now, if you saw the production, you know I played Joel. My mom loves Joel. She loves kind of everything about him. How do you think Joel and Kaylin Levy resembled each other as far as their personality and stuff like that?
Well, number one, Joel was God-fearing. Mm-hmm. So are you. Joel was good-looking.
Oh, wow.
So are you.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
Educated, smart, bright, intelligent, and he had a love for the kids.
Yeah.
Which is just like you.
Absolutely.
So that part was almost had your name written on it.
It was prophetic.
Yeah. Yes. So I fell in love with Joel. When I first saw the play, I was a little curious, like, who's he? But once I saw it, I saw I kept at your lane, and I realized that Miss JaVon, she absolutely just knows. Between her and God, she knows who to place and where to place.
Absolutely. And we talk about that all the time. You know, if you saw the plays, if you saw any of the productions, and if you didn't, you're doing yourself a disservice. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But all of the roles are prophetic. You know, it's obvious that the things that Miss JaVon writes come straight from God. Like, we'll be in rehearsal sometimes and something to just hit her. And it's like, oh, God told me to do this, and it works. It works. And she always knows when it doesn't come from God. Because sometimes we'll rehearse it, and she's like, you know what, never mind, God's telling me something else. So it's just beautiful to play a role that obviously I want to make mom happy. We definitely want mom to smile in the audience, but to play a character that can drive home a message that will change lives. That, you know, there are people in the audience that go through the same things that Joel might have went through, and the production in turn will change their lives just because they feel like, okay, Joel went through it, but Joel had that faith. He had just enough faith. So because Joel got through it, I can get through it too. So I have just a couple of more questions for you, Mom. I can tell, I know you're tired, you know. You think Joel was cool, though, right?
Very
Joel, he was cooler than me?
No.
He not? I'm kind of cool. Oh, man. So a couple of more questions. First off, I want to talk to the people who, you know, like I said earlier, we're pushing this JaVon Ophelia's act. Guys, this is a wonderful service that you can be a part of. It's not just a service, as everything with SeLah's Productions is, it's a ministry. But Ms. JaVon wants to put people in position to be as great as they possibly can, to use their gifts to glorify God, but also to make a career out of it. You know, we're doing this for the Lord, but shoot, we want to be big time, y'all, because the greater we are, the greater we can live God's name. God didn't create us to be mediocre. He created us to be great, because the greater we are, if we're walking in His purpose for our life, the greater we'll live His name. So JaVon Ophelia's act is a great, great service.